All right, man. Torture talk. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing? Hope everybody's good. All right. So look, man. I was wrong. I was wrong. The king was wrong. I told y'all before. If I'm ever wrong about something, I'm gonna get on here and say it. I ain't got no problem saying I'm wrong. I was absolutely wrong, and I actually absolutely. How would I say this? I was absolutely wrong. I should have maybe I should have did a little more research or maybe waited. Maybe I should have waited. You know what I'm saying? But I was wrong and I jumped the gun. But I did not know that Joe Buttons and his team purchased the what they call it, the domain for the video vixen, and it transferred them the right to. So it wasn't Drake. It wasn't Drake. If you didn't know, if you didn't know, it wasn't Drake. It was Joe Button's team who purchased it, and they linked that to the what's the name, which is genius, by the way. And I was wrong, and I apologize. I'll be the first to say it. Listen, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem saying I'm wrong, baby. You know what it is, baby. I ain't got the king can say he wrong, baby. King can say he wrong. You know what I'm saying? So look, man, we gonna get into this. Before I get into that, I gotta get a legendary spill. This is Torture. So if you like the content, please consider subscribing. If you're new here, let me work for your subscriptions today. I ain't always wrong. Only 2% of the time. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content absolutely free. But if you want to leave a donation, link is in description. Cash App, no more PayPal. They call me the hidden gem. I went from 1,300 subscribers over 13, 14, 15, 16,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know what kingdom you from. So look, man, we gonna get into this, man. And yeah. I seen this. I said, I gotta go apologize. I gotta go apologize. And yeah, man. So let's get it. Let's go. All right, this comes courtesy of Jay. No only know what it is. Let's get it, baby.
But one thing that he is not feeling is the Nokia music video. We're going to pull up that footage of him basically giving his opinion of what it should have been. And then we're going to move on. You know what I'm saying? So first up, let's get into this whole Joe Budden, Melissa Ford explanation for those Drake hoodies.
It's not what I thought.
Shut up.
I'm serious. I know why.
No, you don't.
Buddy, I know why. Now that it's just us here. I thought maybe it's a jab to Joe. Still sending people over to you. It's on me. I'm the big guy on campus. Couldn't be further from the truth. Our guy, Tyler, saw the merch drop the minute it dropped.
So for all y'all that don't know, I believe that's Ian right there. That's the guy who is Joe Budden's partner. He's been Joe Budden's partner for a long time. He's been around, I believe, for a while. Well, Joe Budden started Joe Budden TV before Ian came around. I believe Ian came around when Joe Buttons was around the Malcolm Digital days or something like that. I'm not sure exactly when. Or he could have came around when he had the podcast called I'll Name This Podcast Later, where it was him and Marissa and I believe Rosenberg. Then it was just him and Marissa. Then it was him, Rory and Marissa. Then it was him and Rory. Then it was him, Rory and Maul. Then it was him, Rory, Maul, and Parks. And then the rest is history. So yeah. I believe he came around. He probably came around a little before that. Maybe he came around. Maybe he been with Joe Buttons. Because Joe Buttons was doing Everyday Struggle, and he was doing his podcast, the Joe Budden podcast, at the same time. So maybe that's when he came around. But I don't know exactly when Ian came around. But Ian came around. He been around for a long time. Let's keep going.
Went and couldn't be further from the truth. Our guy, Tyler, saw the merch drop the minute it dropped, went and bought videovixens.ca and routed it right to your Patreon page. I'm not fucking kidding.
Shut up.
I swear.
Bro, that's yo, when I heard this news, I said, damn. I said, damn. But you know, we all don't get everything right. We don't always get everything right. But when I heard this news, I said to myself, I just put my foot in my mouth. And I said, God damn. That's genius, man. But everybody was out here thinking, especially me, that Drake did this on purpose. And you know what's so crazy? I have to apologize to Drake for that. I have to. I have to say I apologize to Drake for saying that he was a dickhead. He would do something like that. Now, even though I know he probably would do something like that because he petty, but I did put that on him, and I didn't really know. So I have to apologize for that. That was wrong. I can't sit here in good conscience and good faith with y'all and pretend as if I still can't apologize for something that I got wrong to the man who I really don't like musically like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him personally, but musically. So I have to apologize to Drake for that. That was wrong. I shouldn't have did that. I should have got the facts straight. But that makes you better. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna run it back a little bit and then we're gonna let it go.
.ca and routed it right to your Patreon page. I'm not fucking kidding.
Shut up.
I swear to
Is
God.
that what happened?
He called me. Ian, I did something you're gonna be proud of me. I said, what'd you do? He goes, I was up late when that merch capsule dropped, and I saw the image of M4, and I thought it was a great picture. Mel looks great. But I saw Drake put a little website on top of it. Went on to domain.com to make sure there was any ownership. No one owned it. The Drake team slipped and didn't buy it. I bought it and routed it right to our Patreon page. So today, we
That's
thank
funny.
Drake. It's great.
That is funny.
And it's huge because that's a real piece of merch.
Great.
So it's
Now, again, I'm just going off what they're saying. This could be April Fool's joke. You know, I'm just being honest. It could be April Fool's joke. But I think that was strategically done because if you watch the podcast, they making fun of it. They're joking about it. But now he's coming out saying that they did that. And maybe he wanted people to believe that Drake did it. And that's genius in a way. That's genius marketing. But now it makes sense a little bit because when you go to it, it takes you right to Melissa Ford's Patreon now. So that makes sense. That makes sense if that's the case. Because now that I think about it, I don't think that Drake would have changed it and sent it to Melissa Ford. And Melissa's like, cut the check. Okay. This is good. This is good. This is good. I think that was really, if they really did all this, that was very good how they planned that. That was excellent. That was A1.
not a gift from Drake. It's a gift from our team.
Oh.
However,
I liked it better when it was a gift for him, but
we could still play it like it is because it is now.
well, I mean, it still is.
That's what I'm saying.
It still is.
Videovixens.ca is going to
But
be a
if the
real
fucking
thing.
Traffic for the month goes through the wazoo.
It is. I have the whole Patreon team tracking.
Oh, the traffic for them on the first. Hey.
Thank you. And that's not an April Fool's. So thank you, Drizzy.
Yeah, that was my next question.
I guess it ain't. I guess it's not, man. That was crazy. I guess it ain't April Fool's joke. Oh, man. Listen, man. We don't all get everything right. That was right there. That was magnificent, man. Y'all, that was great. That was a good one. You know what I'm saying? That was a good one. Shout out to Jay Nolan, man. I'm going to be honest with you. Jay Nolan is another one, man, that should have 1 million subscribers. He works very hard. I think that he puts a lot of people on, including the King, to some things. You know what I'm saying? He's very good at what he does. I like Jay Nolan. I like Big Kiss. I like a lot of them, man. I like DeVille, especially DeVille. You know what I'm saying? I like a lot of people, man. I don't always agree with everything people say, but I ain't gonna ever get on here disrespecting people. That's just not gonna happen. I don't care if we have different views on anything. It is what it is. Like, but we ain't always gonna agree on everything. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I like Jay Nolan, man. Jay Nolan is shout out to him, man. Shout out to Jay Nolan, man. He's that guy right now, man. He break a lot of stories, man. He should be a journalist.
Don't fucking try to April Fool's me today.
No, this is a real thing. I thought he was fucking with me too. I was like, Tyler, be serious. He's like, I'm dead serious. I was up the second it dropped. I checked the domain on that sweatshirt. I saw it was unoccupied. I thought, what a great idea. Let me link it right to you guys' Patreon page. I said, you rascal. You fucking rascal.
Shit, I'll take it.
Hey, check me.
Damn, Drake. Your joke turned into a profitable joke for Joe and them, man. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy.
One for the good guys.
Damn, that's funny though.
Something.
Yeah, that's funny.
What's going on, man?
Not too much, not too much. I'm just checking out this Patreon promo we got yesterday.
Dude, when I saw Drake put the videovixens.ca up and it had Mel's face, first I was thinking, whoa, Mel did a deal with Drake, which is a great thing for her. But then I was like, oh, is that a shot at Joe? I can't understand it. Linking everyone to the Patreon page. So I was just blown away on both ends. The Mel part and the fact that Drake is pushing his fans to the Joe Budden Patreon.
Well, they didn't link it to Joe's Patreon. Our team did.
How, Tyler?
Well, it seems like they miscalculated and didn't buy a domain before posting it on a shirt, I guess. Check out your phone. You have a picture.
Bro. I already know that this is a reenactment, but this is classic though. I ain't gonna lie. Oh my God.
You're a sicko. Okay, well, check.
All right, so that's video proof. I hate saying that shit now since he put it in that damn Family Matters. You can't even say video proof no more. That shit feel nasty, even rolling off the tongue. But not only did Ian, and that's for those that may not know, the white guy in the video, that's Ian Schwartzman, which is Joe Budden's manager. He also manages DJ Premier. He's been in entertainment business for a very long time. And that was him breaking the news to Joe after the podcast episode was over, after they had talked about it and speculated themselves about what was going on. He went and told him, like, yo, that's us, brother. You know, that's not Drake. Drake didn't do that. He didn't do the programming. He didn't do the routing on that. That's us, home team, right? Somebody on the squad saw that the merch was released, saw the domain name on the hoodie. He instantly went to go search it to see who owned it. It was available. He snagged it up for the squad. And that's why we're seeing the traffic that was being driven to Joe Budden's Patreon. Then they turned around and drove the traffic to Melissa Ford's podcast page, Hot and Bothered. Mel, you might want to, at bare minimum, get you a Patreon ASAP so that they could route people over there to sign up so you can get some actual money. Because I don't know how much finance the podcast is actually bringing in on your channel, but I'm sure it would be substantially more if you had paid subscribers. But nonetheless.
Genius. That was genius move. Genius move, man. That's all I got to say, man. That was, I say, you know what, man? Yeah. So let's see what else you got to say, and then we out of here.
Still a win at the end of the day. You know, Drake came out here and they just threw something together, put it out there, trying to be funny, trolling, and or maybe that's how it went. I'm sure some people out there still aren't convinced. Some people still gonna feel like they're in cahoots together. And hey, I can't say that you're wrong. I can't say that you're wrong for feeling that way. Seems to be a whole lot of different things at play all at once. So, healthy skepticism, I'm not mad at that at all, right? So we'll just have to see how things continue to play out, and if this hoodie continues to be sold on, Drake's website or whatever. We'll keep going though. Next up, we've got Kai Cenat, who was thoroughly disappointed by Drake's Nokia music video. This is going to be
Yeah, man. I had to, man. I had to. I said, oh man, this is crazy. But I'm gonna definitely talk about that Kai Cenat thing too. So that's gonna come up probably tomorrow. I'm gonna do that up for tomorrow. But yeah, so I was wrong. I was wrong. That was actually pretty dope, pretty genius. I know a lot of us got fooled. I know a lot of us just hearing about this right now. But yeah, I should have did my due diligence, and I should have waited until whatever. But I mean, sometimes you don't know because things happen. But I will say, even though I was wrong, I was wrong. I have to admit I was wrong. It can't be, oh, I was wrong, but because, oh, see, well, what happened? I'm not gonna make no excuse. I was wrong. It is what it is. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all for being here with me. Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everybody. This is Torture Talk. If you are, new here, make sure you like, subscribe. This is the OT show. And yeah. Also, too, I always have a question at the end. Well, not always, but I do have a question. Okay, so the question is, when is a good age for a woman to have a child? Is it before her career or after her career should she have a child? And we putting this in the context of her being with a man and they're together, a good man, not some just having a baby. You know what I'm saying? So when is a good age? Should she wait until after her career is successful, or should she have a child before she start her career? You know what I mean? And when is a good age for that? So that's actually a two-part question. When is a good age for a woman to have a child? And when should she have the child? Should she have it before she start her career or after she start her career? All right, man. So I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. See y'all. Peace. Bye.